This is CBGB, home of American punk in the late 70s, and it's still the showcase for new music. The Talking Heads played here in '76 and have gone on to become one of the great rock groups of the '80s. Earlier this year, they released their 10th album, Naked, and the single Blind is soon to follow. But they haven't toured together in years, and increasingly, their individual careers have seemed as important as the band.
Rock music was that it was, first of all, almost the only art form that is done, can be done with a group of people that are not, there's not always a leader, but it can be a group of leaders.
Remember when people used to jam? And that's what we do, and one idea leads to another, and we eventually come up with a finished musical track. And at that time, David takes it away and writes some lyrics and a vocal melody for, and then we might do some further overdubs after he does the vocal. But it's a group effort. It's like a team effort.
We always just sort of say, you know, here's what we've got, and you know, go for it. And we either use it or we don't use it, depending on how the track progresses further.
As far as lyrics go, does that work with lyrics as well? Do you think?
David just goes out there. When we were doing the Blind, which is going to be our next single, he was out there sitting at this desk, and he had a little tape recorder and a little notebook, and he would make notes: good take, bad take, not a good idea, good idea. He'd be sitting there at this desk like he was some kind of preacher or something, sitting out there going, with a microphone on a gooseneck in front of him, slapping the desk and saying, "Blind, blind," you know. It was really funny. I wish we had it on film.
By now, I'm enough of a craftsman that I know how to write a song. That doesn't mean it'll be a good one, but I know how to do it. I know that if I was forced to at gunpoint, I could do it.
But I mean lyrically, specifically lyrics.
Yeah, but the lyrics don't come naturally. They're a lot of hard work.
All this work that you do outside of Talking Heads is extra work, or do you feel it's all part of the same, and Talking Heads isn't necessarily pivotal? What's your perception?
Yeah, my perception is everything's equal. An hour spent on one thing doesn't have less value than an hour spent on something else.
So you don't regard Talking Heads as necessarily the center of your work anymore?
No, I don't think so. It's not meant to be a slap in the face. It's just I certainly give the band all my energy when we're doing it. But when we're not, then my attention's focused somewhere else.
Well, David loves to do film, and this is really his pet thing. On the other hand, the rest of us just love music, and we have to keep alive. And so to work on other things is just a great, you know, release. I suppose if we weren't doing music, we'd be doing painting or something like that.
Chris and Tina.
Club is our way of saying, oh my God, we've gotten much too precious over here. We've gotten into these little details, and let's just throw that all out and just go easy.
Rev it up, little boy, and ride.
Do you think you might be going on tour also with Naked?
No. No, there's not any plans for that right now.
Would you want to?
I'd love to.
What's stopping you?
Well, I think David basically has had too many wonderful opportunities to do other things, and I think if Talking Heads is going to go on tour, it can't be something we just do for a couple of months. Now, I think there's this great feeling that we must kind of stop making sense.
Stop making sense,